Yes, people. Good morning once again. Let's start, guys. Okay, see, in yesterday in morning batch, we were to complete last question's final answer. Question number six, I suppose. Yeah, question number six. We were to take final totals, right? I had given you a blank format that you complete that. Have you completed that? Yes. Okay. See, this was the question. Question number six. Check your answers, guys. Those who yesterday attended morning batch, if you have in morning batch yesterday at 6:30 to 9:30 batch, right? We were to just close this answer. That's it. I had given you this blank format. Okay, that go on putting the numbers, go on putting the numbers. Done, people? Yeah. Okay. Fine. So let's continue further. Let's come to next question number 7. Okay. Sorry, I saw your messages just now. Good morning, everyone. Those who have sent me and those who have not sent me also. All right, let's continue. Go on, people, everyone. Everybody set for the next question? Yeah. Okay. Little extra attention is required for this question, guys. Little extra attention is required. Okay. It has few points, important points, right? So keep pay proper attention, please. Okay, let's start with reading of question number 7. Okay. The following figures are made available to you. See the very first heading, if you observe, the following figures are made available to you, right? Is it anywhere said that this is an income statement? Ah, first of all, understand that. Nowhere it is told that this is an income statement. It is just told that these figures are made available to you. So the moment you see net profit, don't start jumping that income statement, income statement. Nothing like that. Okay. Few numbers here and there are arranged. Okay. Now, net profit for the year is given. See, guys, anybody would read this and would conclude what? So net profits. Nothing written is always net profit after tax. Correct? That's a normal conclusion to happen. See, means what I'm trying to tell you. See, what institute should do, what examiner should ask you questions by twisting the knowledge, by twisting the facts. The question is asked by twisting the presentation. You understood what I said? There are like twists in the question where I tell you act like a secret agent or there's something. But here, what is happening? More than anything else, this is just a twisting of presentation, right? So you need to be little careful when you read such questions. Okay? That is the only thing that you need to take care of. Okay, so right, net profit for the year is here. Then interest on secured debentures, 1,12,500 is subtracted. Okay, and then you are given one figure. Okay, check in your calculator. 18 lakhs minus 1,12,500. Does it come to this number? Answer is yes. Answer is yes. Correct, people? Right? Now you tell me. Now you tell me in chat box that 18 lakh is which profit? Put your answers. So I got answers. Vishal, Ram, Someshwar, Rishabh, Pratham. Santhya, Shalini, very good guys. Sabari is there, Surya, Prakash, Lakshya. Yes, people. So that makes it pretty clear to all of us from which profit do we subtract interest? Vansh, Vansh wrote NPPT Vansh. From which profit do you subtract interest, guys? EBIT, correct? EBIT is a profit from which subtract interest. That means first thing first, we should realize what that the profit in the name of net profit given over there is which profit? It's EBIT, correct? You wrote EBIT only once. Sorry, yeah. Then I read somebody else's name. I'm so sorry. Tanvi Chandra. Sorry, guys. The message. Hey people, what happened? You know, when you send the messages, my inbox is like some kind of flash flood. Blah, 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 blah. Before it becomes difficult for me to collaborate the name and the answer. We read the name by the time the answer goes up. It's very difficult. You send them, all of you send messages, then the box moves like a fast train. It becomes difficult for me to read. So people understand this first thing first that this profit is which profit? Are we final with this now? This is EBIT, correct? Less interest, then this profit has to be which profit? EBT. Okay. But then what happens? Suddenly you forget what is happening, what is written at the top. Following figures are made available to you. Once again, I remind you, this is not a income statement. Okay. Some arbitrary numbers are given over. Okay. Now see what is written over here. Income tax at 35%. Where is the figure? There is no figure. It is just written that income tax at what rate? 35%. Sir, we will apply it on this 1687,500. Where do I deny? But is it applied? No, it is not applied. It is just an information told to you. That's it. Okay. Yeah. Then number of equity shares. Okay, people answer. This is like this. Number of equity shares is this 1 lakh. I think even the line has gone little like this. Okay. This is the number of equity shares. This is the misprint. Huh? This market quotation is over here. Understand, right? So, guys, hello, what is given that 1 lakh? No, no, I told you, no. That is a uh, nothing, nothing. Just checking that recording is on. People, what is that 1 lakh besides income tax? That is number of equity shares. Did everyone hear me? It's a misprint, guys, misprint. Okay. Number of equity shares is how much? 1 lakh. And what is the market price per share? 109.7. Is it clear? Clear to everyone? Okay. Let's get back to this. Okay, what is written in this bracket? So you did not read that. Yes, we'll come to it. Debentures are issued 3 months after the commencement of the year. Oh, that means this interest of 1,12,500. Is it for full year or it's for 9 months? 9 months. That much you understand. Okay, I have a puzzle for you. I know the rate of interest. I know the interest amount for 9 months. Can you reverse calculate and tell me the amount of debentures that would be issued, that would have been issued? Okay, people are answering. Lovely. What my inbox has become wonderful. 7, 8 answers. Okay, I will not tell anybody's name, but I will tell the variety of answers that I've got. 10 lakh, then 1 lakh 50, 7 lakh 50, 30 lakh, 3 lakh 37,500, 750, 450. It feels like I'm getting auctioned. 937,500. Highest bid has come for me is 30 lakh. I'm sold out, it seems. What to do with you people, Ray? So many answers. Blaze is like my final is 10 lakh. Someshwar did not put answer. No? Good. Okay. Okay. See people. Uh, the interest is for 9 months. Correct. So yes, Uttara, I saw your answer also. See, what is the rate of interest? 15%. So how this debenture interest will be calculated? Okay. Okay, fine. Take it to the suppose, listen. Those people who find it difficult to understand. Give me, give me a moment. Let me open a blank page. Very interesting, no? The answers are not ending on 560 to 500 is one more new answer, and latest is 12 lakh 50,000. What is your suggestion, people? Should I conduct a crash course for teaching 7, 8, 9, 10 maths? Would you join me? Okay. So Mishra is like, what the correct answer is 10 lakh. Okay. Fine. Let's see. Okay. Very important. See. So nobody stop writing the answers. Acha. Okay. Prakash. I think after a long time you have thought of communicating with me. I don't remember seeing your messages much. Good. See how genuinely, suppose I was a student in your place and I was getting confused. You know what I would have done? I would have done like this. See, most of the times the mistakes are just because of laziness of writing. Amount of, how do we calculate interest, you tell me? We take amount of debentures into 15%. Okay, only for 9 months, na? Has come to how much? The interest has come to 1,12,500. If you had written like this, you would have not made any mistake. An amount of debenture would be equal to 1,12,500 into, take all these things this side, so it will become into 100 upon 15 into 12 upon 9. And you calculate that. 1,12,500 into 100 divided by 15 into 12 divided by 9. And the final answer is 10 lakh. Guys, had you taken these efforts, no? This would not have happened. But you just try to toggle over there only. doing something on Calci, visualizing something, and you have given me so many wrong. Thank you, Kukal, you're showing me your time. Thank you. You've given me so much variety of answers. Don't you think this is scary? So beware, guys. Beware of these things. Okay? This can just take away all your efforts from you. No, it's see, all mistakes, including the mistake of facts, mistake of numbers. Had you written like this, tell me, if you had written like this and solved it, you would have definitely got correct answer. So see, this is a alarming sign. Okay, see, tell me, who's going to warn you like this in the exam? Am I going to come there? Sir, please come. I don't want to lose my membership number by coming into examination center. So back to the discussion, guys. So finally we settle on 10 lakh. Congratulations. So from this, what we got to know, amount of debentures is equal to 10 lakh. Okay, great. Fine. The company has accumulated reserves of 12 lakh. Okay, fine, people. See, that means what is happening over here is you are getting some piece of information. You got debentures as 10 lakh. Now you got the reserves as 12 lakh. Okay. Company is examining a project calling for an investment obligation of how much? 10 lakh. I think this is a new capital requirement. New capital requirement. In investment, this investment is expected to earn same returns as funds already employed. Guys, you remember yesterday's question? Rate of returns same as earlier rate of returns, correct? ROC. Last question, the ROC was 12%, and we said, okay, no change, we will take the same ROC. Right now, also, we'll take the same old ROC, but the problem is that the old ROCE is not given. We will have to even calculate. Can you connect what I'm saying to yesterday's question we solved? Old ROC was printed in the question 12%. Then we just assume, okay, fine, rate not given. Sorry, nothing is given. So we assume that old ROC is same as new ROC. Here also old ROC and new ROC is same. But what is the problem? The problem is that old ROC is not given. We will have to solve it. Okay. Okay. Further. See, you're informed that debt equity ratio. Wait, I'm not reading what is there in the bracket. Higher than 60% will cause the P ratio to come down by 25%. Oh my God. Means how many things we'll have to calculate? See, last question was a direct feeding. P ratio was given. You remember 20, 17, 16. What did you do? Directly multiplied by P ratio to arrive at MPS. Compare the questions, so you'll understand. Here also they are telling you the same thing. But what they are telling you, they are telling you that if the debt equity ratio exceeds 60%, then P ratio will come down by 25%. Do you know what is the existing P ratio? Given anywhere in the question? No. What is the formula of P ratio? MPS upon EPS, right, people? What is the formula? MPS upon EPS. Means, guys, first you'll have to make the existing income statement, find out the existing EPS, compare with the existing MPS 109.7, and obtain the P ratio. Then check if debt equity ratio exceeds 60%. Then reduce it down by 25%. Yeah, lot of work, huh? Lot of work. Yeah. Okay. What is, I did not read what is written in the bracket. Debt divided by debt plus equity. This is how they want you to calculate debt equity ratio. We'll talk about it. The interest rate on additional borrowers will cost company 300 basis points more. Guys, what does that mean? 100 basis points mean 1%. 300 basis point means 3% more. Okay. That is what will be the new rate. new rate of debt. How much will be that? Check out, guys. Old rate of debt was how much? Old rate of debt was 15%. See here, right? So the new debt will cost you what rate? The new debt will cost you 15 plus 3. That is how much? 18%. Yes, 18%. Right. Guys, thank you. Now, you are required to advise the company on the probable price. Guys, they are asking you the probable price, no decision making. Digital MPS. Okay, if what? If the additional investment were to be raised by way of loans, means the first option is what? 10 lakh debt. Loans now. So 10 lakh. So why 10 lakh? It is written, see. New investment, new capital requirement, 10 lakh. Right? Okay. And the additional investment to be raised by way of what? Equity. So the second option is what? 10 lakh of equity. Okay, friends. You understand the time that I'm putting in and reading the question, right? Lot of new points are there. Lot of new points are there. Right? We have to collaborate all these points and prepare our final answer. Okay. Right? Okay. Let us start. See people. Ordinarily, ordinarily, how we directly start? We start with the capital structure. Correct? We start with the capital structure, right? Plan one, what? Plan two, what? Correct? But here, before we go with that, there are a lot many things to be answered. Lot many things to be answered. Okay, capital structure will be very simple. What does that? In plan one, as we discussed, it's going to be 110 lakhs of debt. In plan two, what does that? It's going to be 10 lakh of equity. But before that, we will have to do a lot of background work. Okay, let me just summarize. Okay, see, first thing first. Okay, don't means you can write this in rough. It's not exactly a solution part of it. Okay, it's like a roadmap. What to do in this question? Okay, see, understand. First thing first, you will have to calculate PE ratio. For that, what you need? You need existing EPS. So for that, you will have to first have what? You will have to have existing income statement. You realize that this is not given in question. Existing income statement for what? For finding what? EPS. Okay, fine. NPS is printed. So NPS, EPS, done, sir. We will get PE. For finding EPS, for finding PE. Okay. Means once you find this, you can obviously find PE also. Second thing, see what is told in the question that ROC would be same as that of last, correct? But the last ROC is not given. So you have to find existing ROCE2. Get it? How to find existing ROC? That is existing. Let me write it very clear. Existing EBIT upon existing capital employed into 100. Hold your horses. Sir, cancel the word existing. Existing. What I will give you. So you will have to put some efforts to find the. Okay, you don't have to put the efforts to find existing EBIT, but you will have to take some efforts to find what existing capital employed. Correct, people. Right. Then what? Then you also have to find debt equity ratio for both options. Right? You understand what am I doing, guys? I'm just giving that extra work that you have to do, extra things that you have to calculate in this question, other than the normal. What is fixed in your mind? Sir, make two columns, sir, capital structure, plan one, plan two, right? Write the number of shares, sir, and then make an income statement. That's it, sir, done, sir. But before doing that, saying that done, sir, you have to work out all these extra points. Okay, so I'm giving you roadmap for that. So find debt equity for both options. Okay. Here also there is a twist. Here also there is a twist. Debt equity ratio in the manner specified. Debt equity ratio in a manner specified. Now let me clarify that. See, what is written in the debt equity ratio is debt upon debt plus equity given in question. Understand, people? This is what is given in question. What is the change? How we do debt equity ratio? Debt upon equity. Agree? Right? What happens? So we get a ratio of debt with that of equity. Here, what is going to happen? We'll get a ratio of debt with that of overall capital employed. Correct? Okay, let me make you understand like this. Suppose debt is 60, equity is 40. Fine. Suppose what? Debt is 60, equity is 40. So what we normally do, normal debt equity ratio is debt upon equity. So you would say, sir, 60 by 40, sir. Yes, friends. So 2 by 3, sir. Sorry, 3 by 2, sir. 3 is to 2, sir. This is what you would say. Okay. But given in question as what? Debt divided by debt plus equity. Exactly. So debt is 60, debt plus equity is 100. So you would say, okay, sir, that means debt is 60% of capital employed. That's it. That's the interpretation. So neither our answer is wrong, nor their answer is wrong. Guys, points wise, you are clear to what I'm talking. Right? I'm simplifying to my core possible. Right? So I'm giving you like this roadmap and all, so that you understand these are the extra points that we have to first deal with. Okay. Fine. So let us start. So let's see, once we are done with all this, then definitely we are good to go with a small capital structure and a small income statement. After that, nothing much would be required. Okay. But this all is first required. Okay. So let's go ahead. Let's make the existing income statement. Right now, I'm clear with my roadmap. So like I have an idea. Okay, what are the things that I'm going to do? Okay, fine. Let us start then. So the first point is we are going to prepare existing income statement. Let us start from EBIT. EBIT is given in the question. EBIT is how much? 18 lakh. Less interest at the rate of 15%. For 9 months. Guys, we are making existing one now. In the existing year, it is issued 3 months afterwards. So the interest for 9 months will write like that only. If it is issued late, not issued at the beginning of the year, so existing will happen like this only. So come to 1,12,500. Okay. So earning before tax 16,87,000. Less what? Tax. Tax at the rate of 35%. 16,87,500 into 35%. 590, 625 minus equal to 10,96,875. Guys, this should be E80 or NP80 less preference dividend, which is not there. See, we read the whole question. There is no preference capital. So this itself is profits available for equity shareholders 10,96,875. So now we are heading to this. First point, finding EPS, correct? For finding P ratio, correct? PH is already there, so let's calculate. Therefore, EPS is equal to PH upon what? Number of equity shares. So 10,96,875 divided by number of equity shares, how much? 1 lakh. Okay, divided by 1 lakh. How much it comes to, guys? 10.96875, correct? 10.96875. So obviously, sir, we round it off to how much? 10.97, correct? Perfect. Now that we are done with EPS, we can find P. See, that's why I told you this. I hope you have written this roadmap with you guys. Huh? So we are moving with that. Okay. So now finding P. How to find P? Simple, sir. PA is equal to MPS upon EPS. MPS has to be given in question, right? It is given, no, guys? It is given 109.7. EPS, yes. EPS we calculated just now 10.97. Such wonderful question prepared. You understand? There is no rounding off over here. What reverse calculations must have been done to prepare this question? Correct? The EPS came exactly 109.7. So your P ratio comes exact 10 times. Okay. Fine. So in our roadmap story, we are done with this thing, right? Existing income statement we have prepared. EPS we have found. P we have found. Okay. Now let's do existing ROC. So existing EBIT is sort of printed in the question. Existing capital employed we have to find, right? Okay. So this was our first point, existing income statement. Then the second point, existing capital employed. I'm talking about which capital employed? Existing capital employed. Correct, people? Let me take you to the question for that. Let me take you to the question for that. See, if you have paid good attention. Right, my question 6 over here. Question 7. Okay. See friends, let me go a little more further. Amount of debentures are marked with the same color, reserves are marked with the same color. Let me mark the number of equity shares with the same color. Can you connect our people? Can you connect this one, and this one? This all is what? This all is your existing capital. Correct, people? This all will be what? Your existing capital. Right? I hope everybody understand. Hello, guys. You understood perfect? Hmm? Yes, oh yeah. Thank you. I received your message. It helps you to understand now what I'm discussing at length, right? Not leaving with any confusion. Yes, thank you, Logeshwaran. Come on, that's all. So let us talk about existing capital employed. Guys, here also I'm going to have a split. Okay, I'm going to write equity separately. Equity means proprietors fund. Something gurbled with my sitting position. Equity means what? Proprietor fund. So what things will come under this? One is equity share capital. Right? What is written into the question about equity share capital, guys? 1 lakh equity shares of rupees 10 each, right? 1 lakh into 10 rupees. So 10 lakh. Besides that, we are told that reserves are how much? Reserves and surplus 12 lakh. So I can say my equity is 22 lakh, correct? Other than that, existing capital employed, guys, we've taken so much effort to calculate the value of those 15% debentures, right? That falls under what? Debt, right? So 15% debentures. Whatever I showed you over there, I'm going to write it over here once again. So 1 lakh 12,500 into 100 by 15 into 12 by 9. Okay, I know you have already done with it. So this is 10 lakh. So see, people have already replied me, sir, capital employed 32 lakh. But you know what? I've specifically made it very clear that how much is debt and how much is equity. Okay, you're right. 32 lakh is perfect. So can we calculate the existing ROCE now? Yes, sir. Therefore, existing returns on capital employed is equal to existing EBIT upon existing capital employed into 100. So existing EBIT is given in the question. Is given in the question 16 lakh 87. No, sorry, 18 lakh. 18, sorry, 18 lakh is given in the question, and the existing capital employed is just about 32 lakh into 18 divided by 32%. 56.25%. Hope you all are getting this answer. Okay. Thank you. Thank you, Vivek. So, look, people understood till your absolute clarity. Yes. So let's move further. Thank you, Bharat. So let's see our roadmap. Okay, don't forget that. So what we have done till now, we are done with existing income statement. We found EPS. We have found existing P. We're done with existing ROC also. Okay. For debt equity option, see now, yeah, now what you will have to do? You will have to, okay, you have to calculate debt equity ratio in both cases, and then the P is going to change. But now we know, okay, that debt equity ratio will be found out like this. Now, no, guys, what it calls for a capital structure. Okay. Now it calls for a capital structure. Now getting back to the older system, right? That we are ready with our all other details, right? We are ready with our old EPS, we are ready with our old P ratio, we are ready with the existing capital employed ratio. We are set with the question now. Okay. Now what they are telling us, they are telling us that if debt equity ratio exceeds the 60% as told by them, then we have to bring down the P. But for that now what is required? We need to go for the capital structure. Now it's a time to get into the like turning towards the capital structure. Okay, so now I'll get into the capital structure. So the next point, financing plans, or we also call them as what? Capital structure. Okay. So how many plans do we have? Two plans. Plan one, plan two. Okay. What is our plan one? Additional investment to be raised by way of loan. How much additional amount is required, guys? 10 lakh rupees. Okay. So what is given in the question that if you go with the debt, it is going to cost you 3% extra. So I'll say 18% loan. Correct. So in plan one, 18% loan, that is debt. So 10 lakh over here. Correct. Okay. And in plan two, what is told? All by way of equity. All by way of what? Equity. So 10 lakh over here. Correct, friends? So in any ways, whatever happens, no, we will raise 10 lakhs only, either this way or that. Right? So total capital in any case to be raised would be how much? 10 lakh only. Okay. You remember guys what we write below this? Number of equity shares. Correct, no? It is given in the question that you have to, I wish it is written over here. See, when I make sure that I read everything over here. Pay attention when I'm writing it down. 300 basis points means 3% more. That's a commercial language. What 1 lakh, 2 lakh, Sushma? Sushma, what are you telling? 1 lakh, 2 lakh, right? 100-point basis is 1%. You never seen RBI CBN news. Oh guys, CRR SLR. Other people, you're doing. See, it's like a doctor saying, I don't know how to count pulse. Hello, RBI changes CRR SLR. They never say 0.25%. They say 25 basis points or 50 basis points. So 100 basis points is what? 1%. 100 basis point is what? 1%. Okay, everybody remember that, huh? Everything, Baba, everything. Back to our. So we were talking about number of equity shares. I'll be glad if you pay attention, just pay attention. Okay. Existing will come in all plans, no? Right, people? Are you aware of that? Hello? Existing shares are there in every plan, no? How many existing shares are there? 1 lakh. Perfect. Either regardless of plan 1 or plan 2. They will come in both. Confirm. Okay. So existing 1 lakh shares are bound to come in both the plans. You know, this one is like it gives you so much of knowledge, and clears so many points. Arey, what 1 lakh, 2 lakh? Wait, you people. 1 lakh, 2 lakh, 1 lakh, 2 lakh, 1 lakh, 2 lakh. Keep calm. What is that? You want that much salary? 1 lakh, 2 lakh? Paisa. Plus new. New will happen in which plan, guys? The first plan is called debt plan. Death, not no death. Debt, DBT, debtor. So no new shares would be issued over here. Here the new shares would be issued, right? And all my dear friends who are telling me 2 lakh, take some chillu or pani, do. Huh? You issue the share. Are you, hello? Internet connection is on, na? I'm audible, na? Huh? So you forget the basics every time. Divided by face value or divided by market price? Market price. Now do this. People have just divided by 10. Why, you know what? Sir, we don't like incomplete numbers. You're very odd, sir. Very odd. Right? It's not a question of odd. It's about the question of market price. Those people are dancing now. 1 lakh, 2 lakh, 1 lakh, 2 lakh. Uh, right? Now, so how I will get the number of shares over here? How I will get the number of shares? How much money I need? I need 10 lakh rupees. Okay, I issue the shares. Current market price is 109.7, my dear friends. Oh, oh, 109.7. Hold on. Still, it is not yet over. Okay, still, this story is not yet over. When you divide 10 lakhs by 109.7, you get this one. 10 lakh divided by 109.7. You get this answer. Correct? You get 9115.77. So you round it off to what? 9116. Sure, guys. Now, Somesh, sure, why are you getting 912? Ah, thank you. So add 9116 shares and take a total, it would be 109116 shares. How I got this 9116? The explanation is over here. So this will continue to be 1 lakh shares only, but this will become these shares. I have to adjust to write. So these are number of shares. And hello, people. I hope you are not tired of this sum. We still have to check the debt equity ratio for both the plans. So that we will have to do here only before we start, because the PE will change otherwise. So the income statement will face issue. So the next point, check debt equity ratio. Interesting, yeah, really interesting. It is. Check debt equity ratio. Guys, tell me, debt divided by debt upon equity. That's what the formula goes. Debt divided by debt plus equity. Correct? Okay. Now you go on telling me how much will be the debt in the plan one. Now for that, what you will have to do, you will have to check your existing capital structure. This 10 lakh of debt is already there, guys. Right? So so listen. Don't rush to your conclusions. See how we will write. We'll say 10 lakh existing, okay, plus 10 lakh new, correct, upon debt is 10 lakh and 10 lakh, right? Equity, what is our old equity? What is the old equity? 22 lakh. Do you understand this? So the new capital employed would be 32 plus 10, 42. So the denominator is going to be 42 lakh and the numerator is going to be 20 lakh. Calculate this percentage. 22 divided by 42% came to 52.38%. Thank God the debt equity ratio did not exceed. Debt equity ratio less than 60%. Therefore, P remains same. I make you read the question once again. See this condition in the question. This is not planned by me. See, you are informed that debt equity ratio higher than 60% will cause the P ratio to come down by how much? It will cause the P ratio to come down by 25%. Is it higher than 60%? No, right? So this 20 lakh upon 42 lakh, correct? Hello? 47.62. My calculation mistake or what? Let me check. Let me check. I might have made some typing error. 20 divided by 42%. Sorry, so sorry. I think there was some typing error. Sorry, sir. 47.62. Sorry, guys. 47.62. Let me check one second. I think while talking, I ended up typing something wrong. 20 divided by 40. Yeah. 47.61 point something. So 47.60. Right? Okay. Yeah. Fine. Let's come this side. So here we are relieved. Okay, great, good, fine. Let's come this side. Okay, what is going to happen? Debt. Guys, first you know, understand that here we are borrowing in the form of equity. So the total debt will remain only the old one, no? Only the old one. So I will have only 10 lakh of existing debt. That's it. Okay, upon. So in the debt, I will have only 10 lakh existing. Plus, what will happen to the equity now? You tell me. 22 lakh is the existing plus 10 lakh new. Do you understand this? Did everyone understand this, guys? This classification is clearly understood. What have I done? Considered the existing plus new. What is happening in plan one? It was all about debt. So I added that 10 lakh in the debt. And in plan two, we are borrowing in the form of equity. So I've added that 10 lakh in the equity. Is that understood by all of you? Okay, fine. So Now it becomes 10 lakh. Up, see, ultimately new capital employed would be 42 lakh only. No? That's not going to change. So I think the percentage will fall down further. 10 lakh divided by 42% is 23.81. Now I will first confirm with you people, then I will write. Right now 23.81. Yeah. Okay. Thank you. Again, we'll write since debt equity ratio lesser than 60%, therefore PE remains 10. So understood now. Now what is left? Income statement. Hello, hold on. Before you calculate income statement, calculate what? Expected EBIT. You start with new income statement for plan 1, plan 2. The starting point is expected EBIT. Have we reached that? No. We calculated capital employed, guys. 56.25%, right? Now? ROC, how much it came to? Existing ROC. If we calculate existing ROC, where is it? 56.25%. So we'll have to apply the same rate. 56.25%. Somesh, correct? So now what we have to calculate? We have to calculate next point. Point number 4. Expected EBIT. So expected EBIT is going to be what? 56.25% of new capital employed. Correct? For that you have to get the new capital employed. So existing capital employed is how much? 32 lakhs. So when did you got to know? We've already written at the top. Existing capital employed. 32 lakh. Where one? See here. Existing capital employed is how much? 32 lakh. How much additional we are borrowing or we are arranging? Additional 10 lakh. Additional capital needed 10 lakh. So that's how it is. 42. Guys, you must have understood one thing. When we check this debt equity ratio, already in the denominator we were getting 42 lakh only. No. So that was our new capital employed, but still we need to formalize it. Therefore, expected EBIT would be 42 lakhs into 56.25%. 42 lakhs into 56.25%. 23 lakhs 62,500. Please guys confirm this answer with me. Acha, typo happened. No. Okay, I got your answer. Yes, Somesh, got your answer as well. Yes, sir. Okay, fine. Yes, please. Yes, thank you. So we are good to go now. The final step for income statement. Yes, yes. Sure. Let us start. So finally, I thought today we will not reach the income statement. Good, we have reached finally. So let's talk about income statement. Plan 1, Plan 2. EBIT 2362 500. 2362 500. Done, guys. Shall we solve? Less want interest. Okay, first tell me any existing debentures? Yes, don't forget that we have taken pains to calculate the amount of debentures, right? We calculated so many variety of answers and then we settled down to okay, 10 lakh is the amount. Correct, people? Yes, correct, Somesh. So 15% of 10 lakh. Existing debt, comma, interest for full year. Yes, guys, this point is also tricky, huh? Some people are like, so why full year? It is 9 months, sir. That was in which year? In the year of issue last year. This income statement we write, guys, is an expected income statement for the next year. So, okay, last year it was issued 3 months late, but in this year, it is there for the full year, no? In this year, it is there for the full year. Am I clear, guys? Okay, any new debt? Yeah, it is there, guys. You've taken so much efforts on the new capital structure. So, yes, there is a new debt as well. 18% of 10 lakh. Only thing you need to decide the plan. It will not come in both. It will not come in both, obviously. It will come only in which plan? It will come only in the first plan, right? 1,80,000. Yes, Bharat. Thank you. So after this, we get EBT. So 2362, 2362, 500 minus 150 is 22, 12, 500 over here. And further I subtract 180. And it's just 20, 32, 500. Yeah. Less tax at the rate of same rate now, whatever there was there last year. That only will be our tax rate. So that is 35%. So 20, 30 to 500 into 35%. 7, double 1,375 minus equal to I do, I get 13, 21, 120. Now I calculate this 22, 12, 500 to 35%. 7, 7, 4, 375 minus equal to I do, I get 14, 38, 125. So this is our NP80 or E80 as we call it. Less what? Reference dividend, which is nil in both cases. So finally we will have Parish. 17, 21, 125, 30, 125. Therefore, earning per share is Parish upon number of equity shares. Okay, Parish is 13, 21, 125 divided by number of equity shares are 1 lakh over here, no? And over here 14, 38, 125 divided by how much? 109,116. Yes. So guys, see, just you get 13, 21, 125 divided by 1 lakh. Keep it as it is because see, okay, you write, uh, you write EPS as 13.21, but in Calci, at least you keep it as it is, right? Why? You do multiply it by P, na? Okay. There will be no big difference. There will be no big difference. What is our P? Our P is 10. Remember, na, we have taken a lot of efforts to calculate that P. So MPS will be how much? If I multiply it by 10, there will be no difference. 132.1. Okay. You can say 132.11 at the most. And here what will happen? 1438, 125 divided by 109, 116 came to 13.18 something, right? Into 10, you get 131.79, that is 131.8. Same thing, 131.8. Congratulations, guys. After this long efforts, you finally got the answers. Interesting question. Guys, everyone present in the meeting, in the class, you'll have understood this. Taking a lot of steps, 1 step, 2 step, 3 step, 4 step, this way, that way, road map, this map, that map. Gradually have taken, because see this, other than preparing this final income statement, lot many constraints were there in the question. So I had to literally plan, okay, that how do I explain you so that everything fits in your mind. Right? See, this final income statement is an outcome of lot many other calculations. Right? Like we have seen over here, that how we have started. See, we first decided this, okay, existing income statement is not there. Why it is required for finding EPS, for finding P. Existing ROC we'll have to find. For that, we will have to find existing capital employed. Then we'll have to find debt equity for both options. Then we understood that what is precisely the meaning of the debt divided by debt plus equity. After having all this roadmap, we have solved this. So I suppose this is simplified in your minds now. Right? Means after the lecture, if you revise, if you go through the things again, it will be very easy for you to keep a track of the things that have happened. Sure? Okay. Okay. Then, as usual, I'll just screenshot your routine. I'll give that. Then, as usual, a major concern. Sir, for how many marks this would be asked? See, guys, maximum 10 marks this would come. See, understand. See, guys, I'll tell you something. It happens in the whole paper now. The paper is about, you know what? When we see players playing the international level games now, so you all know that it's not about the mental fit. It's not only about the physical fitness, but also about the mental fitness, right? It's like that. Out of the whole package, it normally happens like this, guys. One question will always having disproportionate contents. It normally happens. It is a test of your patience. Normally, when you see cricket, because in India most people say cricket. So I give the example of cricket. When you see cricket, you say, what player is this? When we needed him to bat, he did not bat. Or for someone, we say, oh, what solid, cool, man, cool, very cool. Handled the situation well. What is that all about? That's all about the temperament. Right? You see people, even in T20, they play 1 over peacefully without making any score. Huh? And in the last over, they hit 3, 5, 6 sixes, make 36 runs, 37 runs, and cover up everything. So it is important to pass the difficult time, then you survive. So it happens. It happens in exam. Okay, out of 4 or 5 questions, one question is always like this. The length is not at all proportionate with the marks. The students start feeling, oh my God, sir, like this, all papers will come. So I will have to bring the paper home, sir, to complete and submit the other day. Okay, till now that facility is not there. So means what? Survival of the fittest. Correct? One question is disproportionate in length as compared to its marks. Okay, keep calm, attempt it, then go to the other questions. All questions cannot be like this. Institute will also worry, at least 10% people should pass. Like every year. Okay, 90% people pass is not expected. That will never happen. But at least that uniformity should be there. So this is a very normal thing to happen. Right? Don't think like this and then don't get demotivated thinking like this. Oh, sir, what if all 5 questions are like this only, sir? Then it just come out. It will not happen, trust me. See now, we have seen both sides of question also, guys. Sometimes the questions are too small. We finish it within a matter of minutes. Then that type of questions also come now to compensate. Yes, it happens. So paper setters are at a professional level. It happens. It happens. Sometimes, and see that's why if in a particular sum you find difficult, don't carry over, don't spill over the effect on the next paper, on the remaining paper. That's where when you talk about temperament of other players, now first you check your temperament. Are you good on pitch? On the pitch that you are playing, right? Are you in a position to tackle the difficult balls? Yes. Then the easy balls will come now where you hit sixes. So don't worry, guys. Don't worry. Screenshot. Yes. Even this be there. Amount of debenture calculation. So measure. Okay. Next page. Next page. That's it. Okay. So we are good to go for the next question, guys. Let's start. Anybody needs a screenshot of the question, markings? You can do that also. Done. Sure. We'll read the next question now. Small space question. Release, sir, release. Really, to me also. If all question comes like question number 7, then we'll be running all helter skelter. Let's read question number 8. Alpha company is contemplating planning. Please understand now. Contemplating is what? Planning. Planning what? Conversion of 500 14% convertible bonds of ₹1,000. Okay, so they're planning for conversion. Means how? What they are saying? They are saying we will redeem redemption not by cash payment. Redemption by what? Conversion. Obviously, what? Conversion into equity. Right? So market price of the bond is 1080. Guys, see if you are doing conversion, what information this has to do? Tell me. Nothing. Hello? Why? See, if you, excuse me, you buy your own debentures from the market, so you'll have to pay this price. But you're talking about conversion. So for conversion, what is important? Market price is important, or the conversion ratio? Market price or conversion ratio? Ratio, no? Conversion ratio is important. That how many debentures will be exchanged for how many shares. Okay. Just because market price is given, don't do something with it. This is just given so that you people like keep thinking what to do, nothing to be done. Okay. Bond indenture. Indenture terms and conditions. Hello friends. Frankly tell me, suppose we don't know the meaning of the word indenture. Suppose when we are in the exam. How we will do this? We'll read the next part. We'll read the next part. What it says. Okay, sir, bond indenture. Indenture, I don't understand, sir. Okay, what else? That bond provides that one bond will be exchanged for 10 shares. Okay, sir. After coming home, I will check in the dictionary what is the meaning of the word indenture, or after coming out of class, I'll Google out. But at least I understood that the exchange ratio is how much? 10:1. Okay, understood, clear? Okay. So one bond will be exchanged for what? One bond will be exchanged for 10 shares. Okay. PE ratio before redemption. PE ratio what? Before redemption is 20. Okay, so this is the old PE. And the anticipated PE ratio after redemption is 25:1. So this 25:1 is what, guys? New PE. Okay. The number of shares outstanding prior to redemption are 10,000. So can I say existing equity shares? Right? Existing equity shares are 10,000. Okay. EBIT amounts to 2 lakh. Okay. And the company is what? 35% tax rate. Such a sweet people there. Very simple. Should the company convert the bonds into shares and give reason? What is a give reason, guys? What is your give reason? You make an income statement. That's it. What we do? We make an income statement. Correct? By making income statement for both before conversion, after conversion, we'll find out what MPS. And on that basis, we will decide whether we should convert or we should not convert. So this happens. Like after having a Google, if the ball comes straight, people are unable to play. After solving question number 7, everybody thinks so this much simple question now we are difficult to analyze, sir.
Okay, listen, guys. Listen. Now, what are the options before a conversion and after a conversion? Normally, what we say plan one, plan two. No? Like that, this is going to be what are the plans to be considered before conversion and what after conversion, right? Okay. So, what is going to happen in before conversion? What is the rate of debt given over there? 14% bonds, right? So, I will have 14% bonds before conversion. How many? 500 bonds of 1,000 each, right? 500 bonds of 1,000, so 5 lakh, right, people? But this will be before conversion. No? If you convert, will they exist in the next plan? No. Okay, good. Okay. Let's talk about equity share capital. Existing. Okay. How many existing shares are there given in the question? The number of existing shares are how much? 10,000. Uh, number of equity shares. So existing number of equity shares are how much? This is rupees, guys. This is rupees. This is 10,000. Okay. This will exist in everywhere. Okay. New shares will come. Over here, they won't come. Over here, they will come. What will be the ratio? What is the ratio given? Bond indentures provide that one bond will be given 10 shares. So 500 bonds are there. So 500 bonds will be given 10 shares. So 5,000, correct? So, so total would be 15,000. How this came? 500 into 10. Okay. We got the necessary detail. That's it. Okay. So now we have enough information to make the income statement. So let's do that. Before conversion, after conversion. EBIT. EBIT is given in question 2 lakh. Less interest. What is the rate of interest? 14%. 14% of 5 lakh. Now bonds are 5 lakh. Now we only wrote just now. So it will come to 70,000. Will the interest come after conversion? Obviously no, sir. Right? So earning before tax 130 and 2 lakh. Plus what? Tax. What is the tax rate given in the question? 35%. And 35 into 35. 45,500. So the balance left out is 84,500. Here the tax will be 17,000. So 1,30,000. This is our NPAT, which is minus reference per price itself. So this is our NPAT. Less as usual, say preference dividend, which is nil. So we'll say profit available for equity shareholders. Therefore, EPS is paid upon number of equity shares. So in existing what we discussed, 10,000 shares before and after 15,000. So divided this by 10,000. So obviously we get 84.5. Sorry, 8.45. And here 130 divided by 50,000. 130 divided by, so 8.6666. Okay, this is your EPS. You multiply by P ratio, right? So how much is the P ratio? Before redemption, it is 25. Correct? And sorry, before redemption it is 20. Before redemption it is 20. And after redemption is 25. So whatever I have on the screen, I multiply by 25. So I get 216.6666. So I'll say this is 216.67 and 8.45 into 20 is giving me 169. Correct, guys? Just verify the calculations. Absolutely correct. So what should the company do? Convert or don't convert? Convert. Okay. Yes, Ramakrishnan, I got your answer. Rishabh, I got your answer. Bharat. Sushma is also saying convert. One of my favorite students is saying don't convert. Everybody's favorite, nothing like that. One student is saying don't convert. Neeraj is saying convert. Converts in same case as I. Hariharan is very clear. Mukhilan is also saying convert. Okay. Aarti is saying convert. Vansh is saying convert, sir, higher MPS. Okay, fine. Thank you for changing your opinion, my dear student. There was only one student who was against conversion, but then I think gradually he decided let's convert. Now that is a rule that we discussed yesterday over here. If P ratio is given, we compare MPS. If not given, we compare what? EPS. Right. So final all everybody is now done that we are going to do what? To convert. Yes. So let's conclude accordingly. Conclusion. In the name of the company, yes, Alpha Company. See, whenever name is given, I've always told you, try to include the name in the conclusion. Alpha Company should convert the bonds into equity shares since MPS is higher post conversion. I'm reading you, Somesh. Avoid such mistakes, please. Right? You know now, see, nobody is going to be in the exam like knowing you personally. No. Someshwar is very good student, very smart student. He solves very fast. Before sir completes the capital structure, he posts the final answer. Okay, so he must have done some mistake while making the calculations in a hasty manner. Let's give him full marks. This will not happen. So I always jokingly say that institute, is it going to give you any gold medal for completing the paper first and coming out of exam center? You stand with some kind of bouquet and some kind of garland. All so we should come. Nothing like this happens. Nothing like this happens. So it is important, all of you, maintain a pace, but in the process of speeding up, see it happens with our fast bowlers also. In the process of putting a fast ball, they give wide ball, no ball, anything. So they miss their direction. That should not happen. 2-3 minutes break. See people, whenever we join early morning at 6:30, we just keep looking at the watch. Okay, fine. 1.5 hours at least for that 2-3 minutes. We look at that break and we study it. So we must get it. Otherwise, what there's no process or there's no point. Achha, screenshot also required. Yeah, screenshot also. Whom do I write for it? And what is the point hiding? No. I will not show this answer. Huh? What is the point? Whom am I writing for? You people of you. So please take a screenshot and then take a break also. Come on, people. Let's join back. You've taken the screenshot of this question, right? So we solve further. Huh? Okay. So let's come to the next question. Lot of hard work, huh, people? Lot of hard work. We go through the question. See, question number, the earlier question that we solved, no? Question number 7 I'm talking about. Okay. It needed a different level of thinking. Here, less of thinking, more of hard work. Okay. You will understand what I'm saying. Let's go through it. A company needs 31 lakh 25,000 rupees for the construction of new plant. So this is what we will say. This is a new what capital requirement. The following three plans are feasible. So what says the company may issue 3,12,500 equity shares at rupees 10. So 312,500 into 10 will come to this amount. That is 312,500 into 10 will give you 31 lakh 25,000 full, right? Wait. Don't rush to any conclusions. The company may issue 156,250 equity shares of 10 at rupees 10 per share and 15,625 debentures of rupees 100 denomination. Okay, so half equity, half debentures. This is plan 2. Company may issue 156,250 equity shares at rupees 10 and 15,625 cumulative preference shares of 100 with the rate of dividend. So guys, I'll say the first plan is all equity. Second plan is equity plus debt. And the third plan is what? Equity plus preference. Right? Okay. Now see, if the companies, this is a crucial thing. If the company's earning before interest and tax are 62,500, 1,25,000, yeah, marked by dark red color, okay. 2,50,000, 3,75,000, and 6,25,000. What are the earnings per share under each of these financial plans? Enjoy, guys. Life is for enjoyment. How many expected EBIT is given to you? People, you understanding what is happening? These are all expected EBITs, guys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 possibilities are given to you. Excellent. And what are the possibilities of the capital structure? 3 possibilities. 15 columns. Don't make 15 columns at one go. Don't try to turn your page or something like that. What you do is, cool down. What you do is, you will be solving with the financial plan. Okay, like for plan 1, all equity, you make a statement. Okay, then the second option for equity plus debt, then you will make EBIT 5 columns. Then for third option for equity and preference, then you make 5 columns of EBIT. Understood? Don't try to fit 15 columns in your page. Okay, you may have to write in your neighboring students' pages also if you plan to draw 15 columns. You're solving the exam, you say, your answer sheet also. Writing. How will you arrange 15 columns in one row? And it will be, rather than leading to any conclusion, it will definitely lead to confusion. Okay, so we have to have a conclusion and not confusion. So 3 times the process should happen. Okay, enjoy yourselves. In plan Apache BIT, yes. As I told you guys, we are solving plan wise. Okay. Yeah. No, no easy trick. See, how I will give you any easy trick. There is no option but to prepare. No? You'll have to draw. No? PBIT maybe in proportion, but then that doesn't resolve you or that doesn't relieve you from making the column. So you have to. So see that's what they tell also. What are the earning per share under each of the three financial plans? So you prepare like that only. Estimation of EPS for financial plan one. That is 3,12,500 shares. Short bit, just mentioning that. Five, no, five options. Yes. Until EPIT, interest, EPT, tax, yield, reference, wage. Good thing, yes. They didn't give any existing. Guys, you calculate. Now you don't supply me the answers. You calculate and complete. Okay. Complete this one category. Second category will solve together. Once you complete this one category, then stop. Okay. It's just like doing some Gada Mazuri. Are you done, guys, with the first possibility? Okay, fine. Let's go ahead with the second one. Okay. See, whatever we have, pattern, no pattern, that all thing you come only after preparing. So by any chance you are trying to find an escape from preparing this, Thank you for telling me that there is a pattern. But after that, that doesn't help any ways to escape from preparing a income statement. Okay. So this is for estimation of EPS for financial plan 1. Now I'll leave a line and write estimation of EPS for financial plan 2. Okay. Describe the financial plan 2. What is that? 156250 equity shares and 15,625, comma 8% debentures of 100. Correct? So once again, let us prepare what? Income statement. The interest, tax, 8% of 15 lakh 62,500, huh? Interest amount. Right now, people? 1,25,000. Yes. Okay. Okay, listen. Will you all guys listen to me? See, what happens guys, normally from our profits we pay taxes. Okay? It gets deducted over here. Now that we have a loss, okay, government is not going to give us tax. But government will give us what? Government will say, okay, fine, you carry forward your losses. Have you heard of this term carry forward of losses? Have you done means it depends whether you're done with income from business or a profession or not. If you're not done, it's okay. See, remember, government is very clear with the rules that whatever is your income now, see, listen to me first. Government is very clear with the rule. Simple. Whatever is your income now, on that you should pay tax. Okay. So in a particular year, you made a profit of 1 lakh and you paid 40,000 tax. Okay, fine. Next year, you suffered a loss. So government is fair enough. Government says, see, okay, second year you had some loss. Third year you again have some profit. So second year loss, third year profit. The difference is your net profit, taxable profit. That much only on tax you pay. So it allows you to carry forward your loss. Government is not unfair saying that, see, in the year you have profit, you pay tax. In the year you have loss, that is your problem. You understood what I said? Okay. So in a particular year, suppose you have 10,000 rupees loss. In the next year, suppose you have 1 lakh rupees profit. Government says, okay, no problem. Last year you had a loss, no? Adjust that loss. From 1 lakh of profit, you adjust that loss of 10,000. Balance is 90,000. Okay, on that, what you do? You pay taxes. Fair. What is this? This is called as carrying forward of loss. Understood, people? Very simple understanding. Means when you believe this statement that government's calculations are fair enough, tax department's calculations are very fair enough. I always feel yes, they are allowing you to carry forward your losses. They are not taking this rule stand. Okay, in the year you have profit, you pay taxes. In the year you have loss, that is your problem. They give you the facility. Obviously, there are certain rules and regulations. You just cannot say like that. Yeah, I had lost last year. Now give me carry forward. You have to maintain records. You have to follow certain conditions, but which are fair enough. So now, definitely, what will happen, guys? This carry forward would be allowed, no? Right? So what will happen? So my tax savings would be there. This time it won't be tax payable, but there'll be tax savings 60 to 500 into 40%. 25,000 is going to be my tax savings. Not now, in future. But whenever it happens, it will happen, no? It will save my tax. See, if you think like this, if you had a profit of 60 to 500, you would have paid 25,000. Then you would have just paid 25,000. Because you have a loss of 60 to 500, what will happen? You will save 25,000. So because of that, your ultimate EAT or NPAT, which is a loss now this time. So you would say, okay. My net loss is not 60 to 500. Let me adjust that. My net loss is 37,500. Government is going to compensate this 25,000 to me with my future profits. So I could say, okay, fine. It's going to be 37,500. Did you guys understand this? Where did I say that these are EBIT of different years? Am I going to carry this in the second column? Did I say that, right, Soma? Whenever it will happen, the benefit will come now. You eat properly, pay attention on that. Number of equity shares over here are 1,56,250. Negative 0.24. That means equity shareholders would say this year we suffered a loss, considering the tax benefit also, even considering the tax savings also on the loss. Still, per share, there's a 0.24 rupees of loss, 24 paise loss per share. Right? So, yeah, everything is just going to be nil. Where this fellow has reached today. Hello, I asked you guys in this column where this fellow has reached. Yeah, correct. FBP, financial break-even point. Nah, the EBIT is only so much that the EPS is how much? Zero, no profit, no loss. Got it? Good, very good. Continue. Shabash. Who's that? Who sent me this message? Nikhil. Good boy, very good. Very happy to see this. You know what? Where is Nikhil? Nikhil, raise your hand. On your screen, raise your hand. Very good. Can you show your face? Batman is not a great idea. Hi. Very good. What contribution? Super. Nikhil has told me, sir, 2,50,000 is a break-even point. No, sorry, not break-even point. I'm sorry, indifference point. Right? Don't you see this? Thank you, Nikhil. Thank you. See this. What we study and if we implement, that's a great joy. Right? What we discussed about uh, indifference point. It is that level of EBIT at which what happens? EPS of both the plants is same. Now see this. Now see this. It is there in front of you guys. Correct? With 2,50,000 EBIT when we tried out, what we are getting for both the plants, the EPS is same or not? Yes. So when EBIT is 2,50,000 and you ask your equity shareholder, sir, which plan we should go for, what you will say? Go for any plan, doesn't matter. For me, it is same. Very good. Good observation. Nikhil. Very good. For one line, I'll have to shift on the next page. Better shift on the next page. Okay. See what happens in plan 3. One lakh 56,250 equity shares of 10 and 8%. Let me write like this. Let me write the number first. 15,625, 8% preferentials, right? Of 100. 0.32. Yeah. I failed only, something went wrong, so checking. Are you guys done? Yeah. Okay. First, tax part you understand clearly in the previous one. Here, preference dividend I subtract. So Mashur is asking me, you don't have money. But preference dividend commitment is what? Fixed or fluctuating? Fixed only. No? So you have to acknowledge this as a liability. So what is the correct earning per share of the equity shareholder? That I will come to know only after subtracting preference dividend. I may pay next year when I have money. That plan. What Lakshya is saying, plan to with PBIT. So you can mention over here. Okay, put an asterisk and write somewhere. What is this? These are tax savings. Okay. Then in both these cases, preference dividend is a compulsory payment, right, people? It's what? It's a compulsory payment. It will be paid when company has money, but deducted right now to arrive at correct what? Correct earning, correct profits available for equity shareholders, correct? Cash and EPS. When you deduct, though it is a loss, do you deduct, then you come to know, na? Okay, fine. After, okay, this year I had a profit of 37,500, but when I will pay out preference dividend, It will be going from my pocket. So this year's earnings are negative only. So guys, first point is done. If the company is earning before interest and taxes are 62, 500, 125, 250, 375, 625. What are the earnings per share under each of the three financial plans? Okay. So what you have done right now is all solution of the first part. Second part is yet to come. Which alternative would you recommend and why? Okay. Second part is yet to come. Which alternative would you recommend? So right over here. Answer. Oh, answer for part 2. The answer will be coming in the split parts, right? There cannot have one standard answer, right? See, guys, understand how many EBIT possibilities are there? 5. There are 5 EBIT possibilities. So you can't say, okay, you select plan 1 or you select plan 2. You have to say with reference to the EBIT possibilities. Getting me? Okay, so okay, fine. Let's write. Write on the, once you have written this, write below on the next line. When the EBIT is 2,50,000 or more, you have to write, beta. When EBIT is 2,50,000 or more, plan 2. Okay, plan 2. In bracket you write debt plus equity. I repeat what I told you. Okay, I repeat what I told you. When EBIT is what? 2,50,000 or more, okay, plan 2 is preferred. In bracket we are writing debt equity. Close the bracket. What is plan 2? Plan 2 is debt plus equity, no? Yeah. Is preferred over plan 1 and 3. Over plan 1 and 3. As EPS is maximum. For selection, we have no other reason. EPS. Okay, written. Come to the next slide. If EBIT is below 2,50,000, if EBIT is below 2,50,000, plan 1, bracket you write, only equity. What is plan 1? Only equity. So right, in plan 1, in bracket you write only equity and close the bracket. Has higher EPS has higher EPS than plan 2 and plan 3. Okay. Write on the next line. Plan 3. Plan 3. In bracket to write equity plus preference. Plan 3 is equity plus preference, right? Plan 3, equity plus preference, close the bracket, is not acceptable. Is not acceptable at any level of EBIT. Is not acceptable at what? Any level of EBIT. As what? EPS is lower. If you now compare whatever you have written now, guys, if you compare plan 1, plan 2, plan 3, for any EBIT you check, preference combination has the lowest EPS. Got it? I think this falls in synchronization with our yesterday's comments also. Which plan dominates over the other plan? Do you remember that? There also we had discussed this. Let's see, preference, whenever you issue preference shares, what you lose is you lose tax savings due to interest payment. Got my point, guys? So it falls in the same synchronization over here also. Let's see, preference plan is having lowest earnings everywhere. Everywhere. Got it, guys? Clear? Yeah, so my commenting point is done. Fine, then what else is asked? So point number 2 is done. Point number 2 is done. Yeah, and just write one line as Nikhil had pointed. Now Vansh is telling me the same thing. Write on the next line. Just one more comment. Now we know now that is the indifference point. So why not? We should do show off. Now you can see over here also, right? That's great. Huh? Bye. Bye, Bacha. Bye. With this question, number 8.
So in that
number of equity shares of the no,
like
ratio for the pro we are correct. Now the company will have the higher profit.